No one's sure how the fire got started. Some say it was an accident, some say it was the result of an argument gone wrong. Others say she had been planning it for a long time. What was certain was that thousands of dollars were missing from a safe in the basement. It took till dawn to quell the flames. Then the bodies started piling in. On the side of Farm Market 1428, a red car was abandoned with the body inside. The officers on the scene said the driver had been sedated and shot from outside the vehicle. The dead man was the owner of a chain of grocery stores and was known to have been involved in a multitude of seedy affairs. They speculated that the murderer had a getaway car waiting. A crowd gathered on a house on Rieger Avenue as a suspected slumlord's body was loaded into a hearse by men smoking cigars, poisoned by a drink. The evidence was clear. A boy said he saw 3 people leaving the house in the morning. A pair of shoes was found. Later that day, 2 men were arrested and claimed to only be accomplices. The mastermind was missing, and they said she'd taken the money with her. The next morning, a small airplane that had been reported hijacked was found crashed in a field in the middle of nowhere. The landowner said he heard nothing. No body was found, and they assumed her dead. When the authorities told her parents what she'd done and what became of her, they just couldn't bear it. Her father had to be taken to the hospital and never returned to the nursing home. Her mother never had a good day again. The town continued to gossip around the murders and the theft for quite some time. It was all so strange because everyone who knew her thought her nice and kind, and the money was never recovered. Months later, a news report surfaced from Greenville, Texas.
The strange case of Jane X begins somewhere in East Texas and so far has tended to end here in the Hunt County Courthouse in Greenville. Jane was picked up last Wednesday by Greenville police wandering around in the south part of town. She's now in the Hunt County Jail, has been there since Wednesday, and will say nothing to anyone.
They sat her down and asked her who she was, where she'd been, and where she was going, and they got nothing. They couldn't get a word from her. All she had to her person was a beaded purse, a box of matches, some aftershave, hair conditioner, a comb, and a red book with some pages torn out. They let her go after being unable to pin her with the charge, for it was indeed not a crime to be a nobody. She went on to live a quiet life around people who knew nothing about her. Many years later, she sponsored a local gardening competition that was of great importance to the locals. The winner won a prize of $5,000. It was later discovered that the prize money consisted of counterfeit bills that were traced back to the fire in Dallas. She left that town soon after saying goodbye to her closest neighbors who knew her as Renee. The county deployed a rigorous information campaign to prevent the fraudulent money from spreading, but they had little success. The markets kept on moving.